So guys, what do we mean by the word clause? So clauses. So clause can be described as a group of word which does not make complete sense in itself. For example, when the sun rises, that's a clause. Whose father is a doctor. So in itself, this sentence does, though it is complete, but it does not make a complete sense in it on its own. This is a clause, right? So clause can be described as a group of words that does not make a complete sentence. So the clauses can be of three types. What are these types? The principal clause, the coordinate clause, and the subordinate clause. Firstly is principal clause. What is a principal clause? Principal, main, right? So the clause is also known as the main clause. This clause gives the complete meaning for the sentence. It has a subject and a predicate both. So while analyzing a sentence, it is always required to find out the principal clause. The main purpose of the clause of the sentence is the principal clause actually. If we are going to talk about a particular thing, it is usually the principal clause. So it is normally introduced, not introduced by any joining conjunction. So if I say the boys are singing songs, the girls are clapping, it does not have any joining conjunction, right? The coordinate clause is the next one. Coordinate. So the name suggests itself that it coordinates with two sentences. So what does this coordinate clause expresses? This is a clause which is joined to the principal clause. So this is a clause which is not a clause in itself. It is joined to the principal clause with the help of a coordinating conjunction. एक कंजंक्शन के साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करके ये ज्वाइन करती है, इसको हम प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राम हैज अ लॉट ऑफ मनी बट ही इज अ miser. So Ram has a lot of money is a principal clause, but he is a miser. It is a coordinated clause. He cannot walk fast, for he has been suffering from some leg problem. So principal clause and coordinated clause. So this becomes a coordinated clause. He cannot walk fast. This in itself is a complete sentence, right? We do not need anything else. So that is principal clause or the main clause. For he has been suffering from some leg problem. So this in itself cannot make a sentence. It needs a joining conjunction with the principal clause. Only then it becomes a full-fledged conjunction, right? So for he has been suffering from some leg problem. The next is subordinate clause. Subordinate. So as the name suggests, subordinate मतलब कुछ dependent clause है ये. It depends on something to happen. Only then this can happen. So what are the things जिसके ऊपर ये dependent होती है? It depends upon the principal clause to convey the complete sense. Please understand all the subordinate clauses are dependent upon the principal clause for conveying the complete sentence. Now, why are they dependent on the principal clause? Because they themselves cannot express us anything, right? So they themselves cannot express us anything. That is why they are dependent upon the principal clause. So if I say the boy whose uncle is a police inspector is my best friend, this is subordinate clause. Now there are various kinds of subordinate clauses. So yeah, so the boy whose uncle is a police inspector,